Hello and welcome to the first episode of our Fate Stay Night Let's Play by the Tatsu Puppet Masters. So this series is going to ultimately just involve the three of us. So we have Assassin Meg.
Hi.
And we also have Dragon Map. Wow, I'm already forgetting the names.
It's alright. Hi.
Alrighty. Someone was making some beeping noises or something, so try to keep some of the outside noises from getting too loud.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
here.
So I was just wanting to go and describe a little bit about how each of us has different levels of experience or knowledge about the Fate Stay Night universe. So let's see, Assassin Meg. Your familiarity of it is basically that you know that that's what we're going to be playing.
Yeah,
So
that's about it. I really don't know anything.
Dragon Mac's experience, on the other hand, happens to be with that she's seen the most recent anime, The Unlimited Blade Works. So, and that's about what she knows in regards to it. So she actually, there is a lot of information in that. So she's definitely, as we go through this, and we start off with the Fate route and go in the correct order, which is the Fate route, then the Unlimited Blade Works route, and then finally Heaven's Heel. Although the first part during the prologue and stuff, she's going to go and recognize a whole lot of what's going on. At a certain point, then she'll be able to go, now that's different. And then Darkerling, I know almost everything that goes on in the Fate Stay Night visual novels, though because we are playing with the Rialta Nua. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. I think. If not, well, get me corrected. Okay. We're basically playing with that, but we're playing with a particular patch for English, where it actually there's some different customizations. We are distinctly not using any of the H scenes, so that'll be a bit of an interesting thing to see the H scene alternates. I have chosen a few of the songs currently to use the original version instead of the new version for. And when it comes time for us to go and watch the openers, we will end up watching all three of the openers. The original, the one that was released for the PS2, and then the one that was most recently released with the Rialta Nua. So, alrighty. Is there anything else that you guys would like to add, Dragon Map or Assassin Meg, before we begin?
No, let's go for it.
Okay, so
Already.
we need to start off with the prologue, because that's actually where it starts. But because I had to play around with the settings, I needed to go and skip through the prologue. So, okay. I'll go and read these lines because I happen to know which character is involved with this scene, which is our protagonist, actually. But very quickly, the prologue goes over to switching over to Tosaka Ren. So, okay. It was thrust like lightning. A spearhead thrust to pierce my heart. Oh, like love. Okay. Trying to dodge it would be useless, just like love. Okay. Being lightning, it's invisible to the human eye. Ooh, but the lightning that tries to pierce me is repelled by the moonlight that tries to save me. Clang, a beautiful sound. No, the sound before me is heavier than steel. The armor she is wearing is not beautiful at all, and as unrefined as the cold night. The sound wasn't beautiful at all. It was actually the sound of steel. It's just the night is beautiful enough to turn it into a charming sound like a bell. Okay, now I feel like I'm really in really bad love poetry.
とあなたが私のマスターか
Okay, so who wants to go and take on the reading the lines for Saber?
I can.
Okay.
Okay. Hey.
I ask of you, are you my master?
She asks in a voice that lights up the darkness.
召喚に従い参上した
I have come forth in response to your summon.
I think that's summons technically, but it doesn't really matter much. Anyhow.
これより我が剣はあなたと共にありあなたの運命は私と共にある
My
ここ
sword
に
shall be with you.
契約は完了した
Fate shall be with me. Now, our contract is complete.
Oh yeah, this is also one of the few times you'll actually see the protagonist in the entire visual novel. Okay. Anyhow, I just wanted to point that one out because it's a very this is definitely one of like the best CGs of the entire game, I think. Okay. Yes, the contract has been completed. When she chose me as her master, I'm sure I swore to help her too. The moonlight still lights up the darkness. As if following the knight's example, the shed again falls silent. Time has stopped. The scene lasts less than a second. But I'll remember this scene vividly even when I've gone to hell. The face slightly turned. The quiet green eyes. The instant becomes an eternity. The blue outfit symbolizing her sway in the wind. Oh, symbolizing her sways in the wind. Wow, I read that wrong. A faint blue light filters in. The golden hair shines in the moonlight. And break. We are now going to be going to the prologue. The actual prologue. You'll know when that scene, the scene that connects with that happens, but it's sort of like some of those prequel informations or whatnot that you... What's the word that... Like at the start of the book, there's that like small few paragraphs that happens some point in the middle of the book.
The prologue.
Well, it's the prologue. I think that's the word. That's sort of what that little thing was.
Where you may not understand what's happening, but it's important.
Well, it's important, and you will know exactly what scene it was when it shows up. Okay. This is a story from 10 years ago. I'm watching someone I know very well. A tall man with a deep figured face, who, to my knowledge, has never told a joke, is patting my head. No, that's not quite right. I guess he doesn't know how much strength to use, so to be more accurate, he's grabbing my head and mashing it around. I only guess that's only to be expected. After all, that's the first time he ever patted my head.
それでは行くが、後のことは分かっているな。
I have to get going now. You know what to do now, right? Okay, technically this narrative is with Tosaka Rin, which is a female, so do you guys want me to read all the internal dialogue of Tosaka Rin during this prologue, or do you guys want to have one of you guys read it?
I guess I could.
Right, go for it, Dragon Map.
Okay. Anyhow, obviously this isn't the line for Dragon Map to read.
I answered the G of public. Yes. A man patting my odds once. Let's go and hands up. So that was it. If I'd known then that it was the final together, I would have made with my best jokes.
Dragon Map, I'm not sure if I'm Assassin Meg, I don't know if you're hearing that or not, but I feel like I'm hearing a lot of choppiness in currently Dragon Map's voice.
There's some of that going on.
So
There's choppiness.
Well, basically, it's like you're saying the line, so like, if I had known then, if our final moments together would have made him, and so we're only getting part of the sentences, so I'm just thinking maybe right now it would be better for me to go and read all the internal dialogue.
Yeah, then that probably would be.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, you're definitely breaking up on us right now at this moment. I don't know if it's right now just a bad connection we're getting, but okay. I had practiced telling jokes a lot in hope that I could bring a smile to his grave face. I guess you could say I was sad that I couldn't tell him any of them.
成人するまでは教会に貸しを作っておけ。
Put the
それ以
association
後
in
の
your
判断
decks.
は
By the time you
お前に
mature,
任せる。
I'll let you decide what to do
お
after
前なら
that.
ば 一人でもやっ
be
てい
able
け
to
るだろ
take
う。
care of yourself. Actually, that's one interesting question. Should we wait until the Japanese dialogue has been read? Because I don't know. Were you guys able to hear me pretty clearly, or do we
I
need
was
to?
able to hear
Not
it.
very
It might be
well.
best if we do wait. Just
Yeah,
in case.
okay, in the future, we're going to wait. Okay. We are learning how we're going to do this because obviously this is a little different from other visual novels, like where, hey, we have English dialogue and stuff where we can just have it speak its lines and we don't even have to bother. Actually, we could theoretically turn off all of the voice lines, but because Fate's Day Night loves not telling you who's talking and instead having the voice tell you who's talking, we really probably need to keep those on. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though he said such things, I guess he was still worried. He told me about the heirloom jewels, the jewels inherited from the master, how to manage the basement. As he was telling me all the things I did not yet know, I realized, even as a child, that most likely he wouldn't be coming back. A war had started. Not a war between countries, but a war between people. But the only ones at war were 7 people. In a situation like this, the word war should be unsuitable, but here it's a different story, as the ones in the conflict are magi. The 7 magi, each from a different faction, had started to compete for unknown reasons and killed each other in unknown ways. The man standing before me was one of them. He too was in a position to kill or be killed. He must have known more keenly than I did that his time was near.
リン。いずれ聖杯は現れる。あれを手に入れるのは、遠坂の義務であり、何より、魔術師であろうとするのなら、避けては通れない道だ。
Rin, the Holy Grail will appear eventually. It is our duty as the Tosaka family to win it. More importantly, if you want to be a magus, you can't avoid it. Once more, he patted my head and left. That was the end. That was the last time I saw the man who entered the Holy Grail War as a master and died. The man who was my teacher, as well as my father.
いってらっしゃいませ、お父様。
Dragon Map, do you want to go and read Tulsa's
Take
line?
care, father.
Oh. Okay.
Sure.
Assassin Meg has already gone ahead with this line, but in the future, would you like Tosaka Rin's lines?
Yeah, Dragon Map can have him.
Okay. Trying to steal the lines. And from a touching moment, too. How could you?
What can I say? I'm an assassin.
I walked right into that one.
Oh, I see her.
Okay. I see him off politely. I knew I was on the verge of crying, but shed no tears. I loved him. He was a great father and a great magus. Among magi, there are only obstinate people. In the whole world, I don't think anyone had a better character than his. He taught me as a teacher and loved me as a father. That's why I decided to choose my path according to what he left me in the end.
リン。いずれ聖杯は現れる。
Rin, the Holy Grail War will eventually appear.
あれを手に入れるのは、遠坂の義務であり、何より、魔術師であろうとするのなら、避けては通れない道だ。
It is our duty as the Tosaka family to win it. More importantly, if you want to be a magus, you can't avoid it. In the end, he left me those words as a magus and not as a father. That is why, at the moment, my path was determined.
よし、それじゃあ一つ、気合い入れて一人前になりますか。
Oh, alright. I'll do a proper magus.
Okay, I don't know if that was just me, but I feel like the word best was skipped out when I... Maybe, again, there's just a bad internet connection right
I
now.
think it just cut out.
Well,
I think it cut out, so I'm pretty sure I said it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you said it too, because obviously the sentence doesn't really make much sense without that. So, okay. It's only natural for a student to follow the words of their teacher. Since then, though, many twists and turns, I, Tosuke Rin, have matured. It has been 10 years since the winter day on which my father went to war. I haven't exactly been waiting for this moment, but I am excited. That's only natural. The event I have never forgotten about is about to start. The Holy Grail War. The last day of January. So, first month, 31, that's what that means. It's designed to help make clear what period of time this is happening in for the characters because, hey, another day's passed. It helps make it clear. Okay.
Yeah.
As well as for the prologue, it has a little bit more significance actually as to what days things happen on. I don't think we absolutely had to have that line acted. Because it's all like...
Yeah, that was pretty well done. Even, I mean, the noises I think most people still make with that is pretty generic for everybody.
Okay, anyhow, I want to get past this alarm quickly. Something is ringing. Ring, ring. Yeah, we can hear it, darn it. We don't need you to write it out.
うるさい。止まれ。
Shut up.
The sound doesn't stop. It rings loudly as if I'm an enemy.
何よ、もう。昨日は遅くまでやってたんだから。もうちょっと。
What? Come on. I was up late last night.
It should let me sleep in a bit longer. No, it has to let me sleep in. I was deciphering my father's will until early this morning, and I've used up so much magical energy. Used up too much magical energy. In other words, my mind and body are dead tired.
もう、融通の利かないやつ。
Jeez. Are you really?
I think you just rearranged the words because you said "are you" as opposed to "you are," because you're really stubborn. The clock is being stubborn right now. It's refusing to stop ringing. Okay.
Yeah, what a stupid stubborn clock.
Bring. The alarm clock doesn't speak my language. So why does the ringing sound like it's telling me you're going to be late?
遅刻はまずい。
Late. Being is that.
That depends on the situation. I'm a good student, so maybe I can get to school at the last moment just for today.
そうそう。あらかじめ30分ずらして目覚ましをセットしたんだから、あと30分は眠れるはず。
That's right. Alarm 30 minutes early. So I should go to sleep 30 minutes more.
Oh, the old snooze alarm trick. Huh? Isn't that strange?
30分ずらして。
Set it 30 early?
Okay, I did not hear the word minutes that time. I don't know if that was just a big, again, an interesting problem that we're having with our... We may need to go and do some interesting test work about what's going on or whatnot. So, but anyhow, okay.
Yeah, I will do that.
I look at the alarm clock drowsily. The clock is pointing exactly at 7. I usually get up at 6:30, so the spare 30 minutes have already been used up. Oh, why can't I think when I wake up? Yeah, I knew you were going to go and jink the sound effect. Okay. I stare at the alarm clock for several seconds. Shutting it off, I decide to get out of bed. Passing through the cold hallway, I enter the cold living room. It's 7 o'clock on the last day of January. Fuyuki City think that's how you pronounce it. Fuyuki City is usually pretty warm in the winter, but this morning it's as cold as any other city. I can't even see my breath indoors. On top of that, there's no one else in the house to warm it up.
暖房暖房
Eat Peter.
Turning on the heater, I head to the bathroom. At times like this, living on your own is inconvenient. If there was someone to wake up before me, the living room would have been warm by now.
Unless you're the first one to get up.
I wash my face at the sink. I brush my long hair and get ready. A cold morning, a cold sink. There's been a really strong emphasis on the word cold here. The only advantage is that the cold water clears your sleepiness completely. I tie my ribbon and I'm all ready. All I have to do is eat breakfast and head out. Looking at the clock, it's only a bit past 7 and I'm a bit disappointed.
なんだこれなら走っていく必要もないか
Try to steal my line?
I was trying to steal your lines, yes.
So I don't have to run after all.
Then again, I would never do anything as clumsy as running to the school anyway. It is the custom of the Tosaka family to act with composure and elegance at all times. I'm sure Dragon Map understands how incredibly ridiculous that statement is. Taking
Yes.
a custom like that seriously means that my family originated from a very high-class background indeed. Owning this old Western-style mansion is proof of that, and on top of it, the Tosaka family is a bloodline of sorcerers able to use the power of magic, in quotation marks. So maybe it's not really magic. If you're talking about age, our family has an ancient history.
まあその自慢できることでもないんだけど
Well, it's not something I can brag about.
Actually, I can't speak openly about it at all. Oh, by the way, I, Tosaka Rim, am a magus. Who on earth can I brag to like that? Magic is just what it sounds like, magic. I don't care if you get ideas like abracadabra or whatever. You can just think of us as people who do strange things by casting spells. Though it's not like we fly around on brooms or make stars appear with a wave of our wand. Well, we could do that, but we don't bother as it's kind of meaningless. Diss on Harry Potter. Diss!
Oh.
Your magic is
Apparently
worthless,
everything Harry
Harry.
Potter does is meaningless.
hold on.
Yeah.
Your magic is worthless, Harry. My magic is what? Okay. We're basically heretics who hide ourselves from the world. We're prohibited from standing out. Even if we weren't, we would rather be home studying magic. On top of that, the word sorcerer is completely inaccurate. To be precise, there are only 5 sorcerers in the world. Things no one can do, things beyond the ability of modern science, things that make such miracles are the ones we call sorcerers. Miracles that can never be achieved regardless of time or effort, those we call sorcery. Those things that are mysterious but achievable with time and effort, those we call magic. That's why is called magic rather than sorcery. It's complicated, but that's just how it is, so just accept it. Just deal with it. Okay. To be honest,
Man, she's got an attitude.
yeah, the modern world doesn't recognize the existence of magi. As we believe, control and learn things that are immeasurable, our existence is incompatible with the modern world. Wow, for some reason I couldn't read incompatible for a moment. Incompatible was incompatible with my brain, because it's kind of meaningless. Going to a normal school and becoming a normal adult will bring you far more happiness than studying magic. Human technology is great. In the past few hundred years, it's been leading the way ahead. It's been leading the way ahead of magic. Eat that, Harry Potter. The maguses in this universe just admitted that technology is awesome. Nothing is impossible for humans. The miracles once only possible through magic are now tools and are not miraculous at all. Still, magic has good points. Just as there are things possible only through science, there are things possible only through magic. It was the master of the Tosuka family who said that if science is moving forward towards the future, magic is moving toward the past. Something about the past and the future ending up at the same place, everything always running towards the 0 point. Let's put off all these difficult discussions. They should wait until we're old. Finishing my breakfast, I grab my bag. Well, I'm thinking that this is now a good time to go and stop this episode. So,
Yeah.
Alrighty. So if you enjoyed this video, obviously come back to watch more. But the best thing to do would be like, comment, subscribe, and we will go and see you next time.